Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rendezvous with Dr. Pushpendu Rakshit. This channel is basically trying its level best to spread cyber awareness, cyber literacy, and different talks on cyber crimes and cyber attacks. And that's the series we are with now. So this channel is actually trying to provide best of the services in terms of creating, generating, and awareness. Awareness is better so that you are alerted on time and you can protect your system from getting damaged. Today we are having a topic to be discussed, and that's about virus dissemination. Yes, virus. Now, this virus is a computer virus. It is not a biological virus. It cannot be seen, felt, and touched. Neither it can be identified. It is but available through different sources into the system, and it is most dangerous whenever we are open to cyberspace. So the chances or that of the interacting with the virus or attacked by the virus is more as and when we are exposed to cyberspace, that is internet. The more we are with the internet, we are downloading and we are getting with different applications, chances of us being infected by the virus is more. Our systems infected by the virus is more. Here I mean we means we are the users of the system, and ultimately if the system doesn't perform well, then we are also not happy with it. So let us explore more about this virus dissemination, how viruses spreads into the system. This is a particularly sneaky form of cybercrime, which is very slow poison type. It doesn't happen. There is no blast. There is no cracker sound, but the things happen. A full or a proper quarantine process and safe environment helps to test infected software, and that is virus. So what is the full form of virus? Vital information under cease. So that is what we see as a full form of virus, vital information under cease. So in this we basically see the whatever the information we have that is actually tried to put into the cease. So malware attack can also be done at the initial stage, followed by a attack that is virus attack. Viruses can be introduced into the network and system, and they can definitely cause different sort of issues in the system. And sometimes it is also transported via portable devices, like we have the removable disk, we are having the pen drives. They can also move from one system to another, and sometimes we can also have the worms who replicate at a very faster rate. Viruses sometimes can also have the backdoor entry, like in case of Trojan virus, a very deadly virus. And friends, the first virus that we have is called as I love you. Yes, I love you is the name of the virus. That was the initial first virus that we could see, which was actually there to damage the university, entire database. A flash disk, CD-ROM, magnetic tape, or other storage devices that has been in an infected computer infects all the future computer in the thing. So one computer is having virus, and if it is not properly detected, infection can slowly, gradually multiply and replicate to other systems also. All computer viruses cause direct or indirect economic damage. Based on these two categories are generally provided. First, those that can disseminate and don't cause intentional damage. So they are transferred from one system to another, one link to another, one device to another device through the portable mediums, but they are not causing that much of damage, and it is not intentional. So if I am not aware that my system is corrupted, I just take the pen drive and give it to other person, that system is also corrupted. Those which are programmed and cause damage, they are more dangerous, like Trojanware and Trojan horse and other viruses. So in this, generally we see these viruses are purposefully made in order to have damage caused to another system or another business. Now in this, generally we see the viral program may also be executed before they may also run. This can virtually infect very executable file of a computer, even though one or more files can be completely tampered. So we also have to keep a proper check, friends, that the system is not damaged or there are less damages that are caused in some or the other way. Now let us move ahead. Here we see the mode of operandus. Operandus is basically, it includes either a cluster or a fat file. Fat means file allocating table virus. These viruses are quite common and they are very dangerous and deadly for the system, which redirects system pointers to infected files. Associated virus and viruses may then modify, and then they get logged into the window registry directory, and after that they can generate their own executable codes, and then they are creating a damage into the system. They look like legitimate program, but they are not. They get automatically activated, and then they are creating a lot of problem. So we basically see from this diagram a basic is given. We have the worm, we have the ActiveX scripts, we are having bot and boot and program virus. So these are different ways by which this can happen. Either we can be on a web page, we can be on an email attachment, can do that. Media disk like pen drive, we are having floppy disk drive, which is no more existing, but once upon a time it was there. CD-ROM, this can all happen. Even it can happen through the internet when a link is coming to you, that is called as a link bait, linkbait. Link bait. Through that, whenever you are clicking the link, then automatically the virus is getting downloaded and it spreads. So unknowing websites or unauthenticated websites, whenever you are opening from an unknown source, then also it is bringing a lot of problem for the system. Viruses are very deadly, and whenever a system is under attack of virus, the common thing that is there, how to get prevention from this. We can definitely have the antiviruses, and it is better that we do not go for the pirated version which is available freely online. Rather, we can go with the licensed version. They can give us a better information regarding the viruses which are existing. Just scan the system, the viruses will be detected, they will be quarantined, and your system will be working well. So keeping alert is very important, and nowadays antiviruses are getting auto updated, so we don't have to even think of updating them every time, which was there some years back. So antivirus, good one, is very important. We can have Norton, we can have McAfee, we can have Quick Heal. These are quite good brands, and there are many more. Depending upon our budget and the requirement of security that we want to put, we can definitely go ahead in having the installation of antivirus licensed one into the system. So that can definitely protect our system from viruses. There can be different types of bugs, worms, and viruses which may be very deadly for the system. So use a proper antivirus and protect your system. So this is what we can see, and providing a proper protection to the system is very important because we are having our confidential and crucial data into the system. Hope you are liking this video. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Spread the channel. Thanks a lot.